looking into buying an old tractor like this, aside from the engine and whether it runs and smokes and things like that, the most important thing you have to look at on one of these old John Deere 110s, 112s, or a 200 series, which would be the 200, 208, 210, 212, 214, and 216 tractors, is right back here at the transmission. Notice anything a little off with this old John Deere 110? I'll give you a hint. It's on this side. To most, just because this tractor ran and drove along, it's okay. What could be wrong with it? You know? Put the mower deck under there and you're still good to mow the yard. Here's one of the biggest things that people don't see. If you don't know what you're looking for, keep an eye on the center of this hub right here where this axle comes through. That right there is a real worn out hub. The way that slops around on there, get a little bit better look at it. All that wiggle, that is a cast iron hub on a hardened axle. It has splines, so what happens is the splines wear off on the cast iron hub and you get this. You can see that gap right there. This is already slid back and has worn down. It's got that lip on it there. So that means this is starting to cut into the bearing right inside here. It'll cut into the seal on the bearing, end up ruining that bearing. Get a better idea of what we're talking about, we'll come over to this side where it already happened. Now, of course, you can imagine that this side's just as wobbly. Well, a little worse than that. Here's what we're talking about as far as wearing the get this down here. Wearing the splines down. You can see there's hardly anything left there of these splines. They're just about gone. See, they're worn down to where they're razor sharp from flopping around there on that axle so bad. And as you can see there, the bearing is completely gone. Nothing there. Balls are going out of it. Just outside race and inside race is all that's left. But now to some who aren't very experienced with this stuff, there's nothing wrong with it, because you can still run it, you can still drive it, it still moves. What could be wrong with it? These are the kind of things you got to know what you're looking for, and you got to check them out closely. These hubs, they are not cheap, if you can even find them anymore. Same way with this process here, putting a new bearing in. You know, this has gear oil leaking out here, so evidently the seals on the inside are shot. That means removing the whole transmission, splitting it apart. Might as well replace the gasket and all that stuff while you're in there, because like this one here, you can see it had some seepage there in the middle. So just a little thing like this, looking into it, can end up saving you a lot of time and money down the road. Just because the tractor runs and drives doesn't mean it's all it's made up to be. You know, this one here looked like a pretty decent machine for the age, but when you look at it a little bit closer, definitely says otherwise.